Welcome everyone and welcome to All In, All United.
Remember the comment he made?
I got some bars to these.
Run Ryan.
Ryan.
And the other thing, you have players out there.
I think the fellas will take it more serious.
No way. What grade?
That one of them.
Yes, because at the end of the day, right now, Manchester United are
Good night, everybody, and welcome to All In, All United. Lion, Chef, fellas.
Oh.
Good night.
What we saying?
Good night.
What we
Pressure,
saying?
man. Pressure. Not so much, but
Pressure. I tell you, after that performance midweek, I wasn't pleased, man.
You did say that. And I mean, we dropped more points, right?
Yep.
Southampton came to the theatre and left, with a point. And I can't remember how much more teams would have come to Old Trafford and left with something in the recent, games that we played this season. But I think Mr. Anthony Taylor stole the show. Right? This referee came in and made the game about him. And if I'm honest with you, he turned this game into a contest. Because yes, Southampton would have, they would have backed a little bit. But the momentum was clearly and definitely, with us, and we were creating chances. We were controlling the game.
yeah, from the start.
Right? And I have no doubt that if Casemiro was on the pitch for 90 minutes today, we win.
Yeah.
Right? But putting, that aside, and we will get into that. Right? After that red card, I don't think we played well enough. We were sloppy in possession. The passes were wayward and I mean, it was frustrating for me to watch.
Yeah.
And then if you were to push it a little more, sometimes you just need a little bit of luck by. It wasn't outside at all today. The chance for Varane, the shot Bruno got that just nicked off the post, and that goalkeeper had a stellar game today. The calls that went against us.
Normal thing, keepers is turning to Manuel Neuer when they're playing Manchester.
Yeah, boy. So it was a tough one to swallow, especially after the 7-0, and you want to get a response from the team in the league to continue to move up the table to achieve, we goals now,
Yeah.
So, fellas, first, let me just get some comments on the inside because I know men want to voice their thoughts, right? Kid on the inside, good night, man. Thanks for joining, buddy. Yeah, we do appreciate the support. True and true. Arun on the inside, good night, man.
Listen,
Curtin on the inside, good night, buddy.
Even
Thanks for
early
joining.
tonight.
Yeah, JP on the inside, good night, buddy. Thanks for joining, man. Vinny Marshall on the inside, saying clear handball. I've had enough of these referees. They clearly have a problem with. Yeah, we will get to that, buddy. It's annoying. It's annoying and it's almost devastating, right? Because they can affect and impact with season, and we don't like that. I don't like that, right? Everson on the inside, blessed night to you, buddy. Haven't seen you in a while. Good to have you on, man. JP saying here, Bruno had a howler today. Apart from his shots, that's in the post. He was terrible. I agree with you, buddy.
Yeah.
I think nobody can disagree with that. Bruno was.
That man turn over a ball sometimes under no kind of pressure, Curtin saying here, I didn't see the first half, but from the second half, teams looked even. We had real good chances, even with 10 men. I thought Bazunu, challenge was a Rashford. It was.
You think he did
I watch it back, right, and they slow it down. He didn't nick Rashford, but for Rashford to get that call, it would be real rough, especially as well as like.
That's a rough call. I would not. I don't want them kind of penalty calls.
I wanted to make up for the hands.
Yeah, well, no, but you're right. You're right.
Yeah.
Because
referees just do that,
I still am to think with our hands,
Nah, that's a
But we
good
don't
one.
get into it. We don't get
Yeah,
into it.
that's a good one.
Yeah, so I agree with you here. I taken that if because of that, them other calls that went against we, right?
Yeah,
Kevin on the inside, thanks for joining, man. Greetings to you. He's saying Bruno was frustrating to watch. Yeah, of course. And after I praise up the man in that Betis game, he come to God, boys, but I do praise them fellas sometimes, you know. Simeon on the inside, Simeon, thanks for joining, man. He's saying there will be a lot said about this match, but the fact that we played better after going down is disappointing. Southampton caused us too much trouble before 10 men.
I don't find Southampton cause as much trouble.
Boy,
They did, you
Southampton
know,
cause
back a
me
little bit.
trouble. We make Southampton cause us trouble.
Yeah. So fellas, as always, you know, pose to you all when we find ourselves in situations like these, right, where we going down a man, and I mean, consider that we were down for the most part of the game because Casemiro got
Yeah.
that red card in the 34th minute,
Yeah.
right? And then when you look at how the game played out, do you all think that we dropped 2 points or we did well to draw the
Boy,
game?
feel like if we drop 10 points, yeah, not 2, yeah.
It didn't look like we were down to 10 men, to be honest with you.
No, it didn't.
It
From
just like
especially coming.
it's just
That's all right.
the wayward passes make us look bad, but we
Oh
were
boy, they're passing, and
very
we can say Bruno, but it's not Bruno alone, you know.
Bruno alone.
Everybody was passing bad.
Men look like they was just tired and their brain was fried or something. Cause
Jeez.
I can't understand. Yeah.
Yeah,
But we supposed to take that 3 points though.
I understand. We've had a tough schedule, but we need till end of the season now, man. It's time to pull up your socks now and let me just finish strong, man. God.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I don't know. I feel like I mean, I really don't want to be on any. I don't want to seem as though on a witch hunt or anything like that, right? But it seems as though Bruno, he just continued with the petulance and the arguing and the throwing the hands in the air from the Liverpool game. Right?
I don't
Because
think
He wasn't
the same
so bad
attitude.
today, man.
No, he wasn't
no,
so
man,
bad.
it wasn't
He wasn't
so
so
bad
bad.
today, no.
He was so bad, but I saw it happen a lot today, especially when he lost the ball or we lost the ball or we didn't. Like, it's at a pass that Fred played too late, and I see Bruno start to act up on the field, and I was saying, put your head down. The amount of bad passes you make, nobody again with you. And Fred make one pass that he probably didn't agree with, and he started again with Fred. And there's them thing I'm watching too now. When something don't happen how we want it, he training and in the air. It happened today. And I'm understandably frustrated as a player. Right? Because you want to win.
At the end of the day, that's football sometimes. You're passionate and you want things to happen, so you withdraw a fit. I mean, Bruno is the type of player that passionate. We don't like how he does act sometimes, but he's passionate about the football.
I think that passion is what makes him him.
Yeah, and if he frustrated because you're seeing we creating the chances with 10 men and we can't score. That is frustrating in itself. And
Listen to me,
Bruno playing every game, getting harassed. So his brain fried, I would say. All right, he needs to get a little rest. All right?
I think so. I think he mentally, but I would say this too, and I said it I said the last 2 game days. Dread, I'm gonna tell you something. I'm real happy for what Wow does contribute, but bro, you can't be missing chances in that box. Men want to tell me that header was a tough chance, bro. Use a striker. Strikers have an instinct to gamble them things. Yeah. I dare say if there was any other proper striker, I go low. Yeah. And at your height, you have to pull with them chances, right?
Yeah. He is sniffing them things at all, boy.
At all. He don't have a killer instinct.
Yeah, making a good case for himself.
Yeah, at all. Nah, sorry.
JP saying here we dropped 2 points. Poor decisions cost us today.
Yeah, agreed.
Yeah. Jody on the inside. Good night, Jody. He's saying so um, earlier best could not beat the team that last in the EPL. Right? He also saying here Bruno is beginning to be a crybaby. Yeah, I mean that's what I see. He say excuses for Bruno. Man is the captain of Manchester United. Conduct yourself. Right? Jody saying here all this chopping this about Bruno being tired. Top professional would adapt. I mean, we don't want to deny that these people are human beings too, you know.
Man, that's going like these men is robot. Boy, what the hell I hear it, boy?
All right. JP saying here the ref was real against us, and that could have played a part in the players' mental too. But we should bury the game before cast.
Agreed.
And this is what I think. There's the point that Sheffy was talking about with the Weghorst chance, the Rashford chance. Rashford should have squared back to Weghorst at least.
Only watch Southampton play this season. Then Southampton is food dread. The best thing on Southampton is ward props. Outside that, and then before only don't remember last podcast, I said, I beg Manchester, please don't foul this man outside the box. That is all I'm asking all they to do.
And how much time we chop him there? About 3 times? 3 free kicks.
Jesus Christ. Like we were just begging for hit a ball with today.
Yeah.
We had a tank
one, eh?
Huh?
And
he was close in one.
Yeah.
But you see that one?
It's Theo Walcott was them carrying their line, you know, because if it was any other forward, my gosh.
When I see that free kick from Ward Prowse, I say,
yeah, that's what I said. I did not say goal, you know.
I don't walk away already.
I did not say goal.
Because he fed up string up the gear.
Yeah.
Hey, De Gea must be the troops when he see.
I'm telling you.
But big up to De Gea, though. He had a good game today.
Massive game. The man saved with big time today.
Yeah. And this is where he divides opinion on himself.
Yeah.
Because
last week he go do shoppiness, then he'll come out big for we boy.
But today was massive.
And this is why I agree with the comments Simeon make last podcast. You know, that position low down on the priority list, right? We have plenty of other areas to look into. Because look at the simple thing. Casemiro not here for the next 4 games. And you know we're looking at McFred. Right?
Yeah.
We're looking at McFred for the next 4 games, and that could be
definitely looking at McFred. Because
Scott wasn't so bad today.
No, listen. Scott was decent, but then again, it's Southampton.
Yeah, he put some good passes wide and stuff like that.
Scott put some long passes. I jump, you know.
Yeah.
Nah, Scott, listen, as much as we could blast players, you gotta give men the due.
Scott, get them the due. Yeah.
Scott wasn't bad.
Yeah. Guys, don't forget to like and share. Yeah, don't forget to like and share the podcast. We next game
Newcastle.
But I think Newcastle is the only away game because Fulham is the FA Cup and 3 Premier League games he's missing. So the FA Cup,
Fulham, Newcastle, Brentford, and who again by somebody else.
Let's not have it here.
Brentford is the last one, I think.
Everton. Yeah.
Everton and all catching little form right now.
Nah, we're gonna be done.
No, but the good thing about it is we've been very, very good home, and the only game we play now is against Newcastle. So let me see how that goes, right? Guys, don't forget to like and share. You know, we want to get the content out, right? Everson saying here, Chef, opposing keepers look like Neuer against us because our attackers are not clinical.
Agreed.
What is a workhorse, but the man cost us today along with the others.
Agreed.
Yeah.
Totally agreed.
Yeah, we're going to be more. I mean, but then again, we asking from a player what he do have. I mean, the man proven game after game that he's not clinical. He's not a goal scorer. So,
the players are DM, yes.
the here is yeah, Jody. Yeah, Jody.
But he's not going to speak. Did I lie on him? I want to know.
Everybody knows.
I also make sure and talk about the man qualities, but he's not a good passer, especially the short passes. I don't think that's the argument.
Correct. Correct. Simeon saying here 3 words, and Bruno needs to understand too. United versus the world. Against Southampton, the referee, the announcers, etc. Stop crying. Stop the crying, because it's only United could save United. Yeah, good. Well said. And we'll go to the 3 words, guys. You know, JP saying here, Scott actually had a good performance. We'll need him. Or they feel we appealing that red, and that's a good question, JP. So we'll get to that.
We should.
Right? But let me get the 3 words now, fellas, and comments as well. Let me get all the 3 words now. What they have. I see Chef thinking, so Lion, we have.
I had to think about that, yes, because it has so much 3 words.
You know his mind?
All the rough. I can't see that. Yeah, so,
but I hold the ref. I done 3 words already. Hold the ref.
I am my 3 words, yes?
Go through.
This freaking United boy.
I had 3 words, right? And I mean, they're coming from the same direction. It's just probably phrased differently. Referee ruined us, and VAR hurt us. Right? That is my 2 3 words. Right? Let me hear what the comments have. Kaden saying here, fellas, I see people in our fan base like to compare Rashford to Mbappe. You know, with the chances and opportunities he had today, Mbappe was passing too. Mbappe was passing that ball to the forward too.
That's not even a good statement, because I watched Mbappe play last couple of games, and he was missing point blank opportunities to it.
But what I was saying, if it's one thing with Rashford that I really have an issue with, right, is Rashford is a shoot first type of player, right? Rashford, I remember we were talking about, you know, the heavy dependence on Rashford for the goals. But Rashford could help that process as well if he tried to play people in instead of take things for himself.
Yeah.
Right? This is not the first time Rashford had a good chance to play in another player for a goal and he takes shots and miss. It's not the first time it's happened.
We talking about the one where he could have squared to out?
Yeah, today.
And he just the keeper saved it there.
And
that was that, because I was like, that's a hard angle to transfer.
Exactly so. Exactly.
And it's not to say you don't have the enough to put pace on the ball now. So you basically have to place it correct.
Exactly. And if Rashford was able to put power behind it, I have no doubt he'd have scored.
But it's not put power in this goal.
Yeah, but as you said, Chef, the angle, everything,
the angle and the pace
he didn't have that. Exactly. So pass the ball now, brother. Even against City, 2 times he could have squared back to a player, and we could have been going into the half on top.
What was begging for that ball, you know?
What was score so bad?
Yeah, and
I mean, I said team first. So chances are in a better position to score.
Exactly, team first. That is all I'm saying. Pass first. Unless you're dead sure you have that, you have it. Arun saying here, robbery with gun. Which gun or without gun? Alright.
Robbery with
saying here, refereeing was I agree. Kidan saying here that the pass from Sancho he didn't control, and the chance on goal from Bruno. Yeah. Jody saying it's 100% red card. We'll get to that, right? David Curtin and his usual 3 words. Eric Troublehag. It's still possible. Yeah. Eric Lewis, 3 words. Where is Martial? The man gonna be back, man.
In his normal place.
Nah, he could be back. Don't worry. Nah, he gonna be back. Don't worry. JP 3 words. That's stinking ref. Kidan 3 words. Sack Anthony Taylor. Here now. At some point, right? The referees anyway. I'm gonna continue. Cave on the inside. Good night, man. He's saying, where was Martial? Martial will be back. I'll Martial now. Take Walton on the tail.
Don't be like that, Reed. Don't be like that.
Take Walton on the tail. I'll Martial now. Shucks, man. Now, if Wout had the pace, I believe he would have. No, I think all Rashford had to do was play it in his space. Wout would have get there, man. Yeah, I think Wout would have get there, man. Just play it in his space. Right? If he didn't get it, well, then let me see that you pass the ball and the player didn't get it. You let play it like that. right? Kevin saying my true words, Bruno bad attitude, not up to par for captain of my club. All right. All right. Jody trying to, say something. Cave saying here, Wout was behind the defender, too slow to beat the man. Had Rashford squared, the defender would have cleared it. Then he bowed there, slapping the floor like he could have reached that. Please, Wout is too slow. Cave, watch that again now, but I feel
not so early in that play.
Reach.
In that play, when he take his first touch and he push, that ball could have been squared earlier.
Yeah, I telling you, I think Walter, honestly, Cave, I think Walter would reach. I hope I pronounce the name correct. I don't want to butcher your name, right? Tishona. Okay. All right. Who said that? Yeah. Who said that? That's a straight red. Them brainless. Yeah, I agree. That's not. Anyway, we go talk about a red card just now, fellas. That's up next. All right. Jody saying here, I feel Cave was being sarcastic. If Marcel didn't return for Thursday, I have a pick to send to Chef for you. All right. Cave saying here he had squared that earlier. Wout would have been further behind. I wish I could have.
But we was watching the screenshots. We were watching the screenshots. Listen, anyhow you look at the jet, that's just one of the chances that should have scored.
I mean, I guess everybody's seen it differently, and I mean, the only thing we could do now is have opinions on it, right? If Wout is quiet, if he didn't, I mean, if Rashford is quiet, if he didn't, but from what I see, I thought he could have, but I mean, what you gonna do?
Me too. I just thought that was a real difficult angle.
Yeah.
But I guess in the kind of form he in, probably think he could score anything.
Yeah. So fellas, let me deal with the elephant in the room here. And I know everybody, we see it in the comments already. We want to talk about, two critical decisions that I believe would have impacted the game negatively for us, right? One, the sending off of Casemiro, and secondly, the penalty shout that I am surprised that wasn't given. Right? So comment section, share your thoughts on the Casemiro red card. Was it a red card? And this is the question to the panel as well. Was it a red card? Right? As well as the penalty shout where the player, I don't know if it's Bella Kocha, was on the ground and the ball hit him. He
was on the ground. He was going to the ground.
Right. Was that a penalty? Fellas, what going on with VAR?
I don't know what kind of defending was that. The fella was going to the ground.
He was on the ground already?
He was going down. If you watch the clip good, he was going down. Right? And as he reached to the ground, the ball hit his hand and then he fling back his hand. So because he realized it hit the hand. Right? I don't know how he prevented the ball from going towards Weghorst, but then Weghorst might have missed.
Weghorst might have missed is now we're talking about here. Because we go on the premise that Weghorst would have get and score.
Yeah.
Whether he missed or not, it's even reached there for discussion, right?
To me, that's a hand. That's a hands, man. Because
so here's what I watched that. Honestly, I thought it hit more further up. I did see his hand. But here I was thinking now, if it hit here, your hand wouldn't fling back so. Understand that if it hit down here too, then your hand going to fly back.
No, but you see, that's a reaction. It's not that it hit and it fly back, That is the reaction to say, okay, it hit my hand.
Yeah.
Right? And he pull it back like it hit and to pull it to get out of the way.
Yeah.
Right? So that is just to show you that it hit his hand.
And you see, boy, and like I tell him to the consistency, because here's what, right? Sometimes they don't give calls because the ball, you don't have enough time to a defender don't have enough time to react. But he was far from that ball.
Yeah.
So he had more than enough time to react differently to that.
I don't know what he was doing because he went to the ground. And not to say he slipped, he went down.
But
Right.
guys, yeah, go ahead, Lion. Go ahead.
No, go ahead.
Let me just fast forward or rewind a little bit because I think the red card happened first.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah, the red card was first.
Right. So let me just touch on that one because this
Yeah,
one,
let me deal with it.
yeah, this one, because even if, let me just say, we wasn't down to 10 men and the penalty show, we didn't get the penalty shot, I still feel we might have go ahead and win the game with having, that man on the pitch, right? So let me look at this thing. Now, first things first, I want to put this out there, right? Casemiro, in my opinion, I find he's go to the ground too quick and too easily. He always going on the ground, right? However, I am not sure that this red was deserved. I honestly think because the referee was very close to the play when it happened, the tackle. And the referee's first reaction was to give a yellow card.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Now, when you go and you watch this on a monitor, and they slow things down, and they give you what you call it? They
Frame by frame.
frame by frame. This is going to look totally different and it's going to look dangerous. Anything you put in frame, still frame, it's going to look dangerous. It's going to look different. Not only that, in my opinion, Casemiro was going toward the ball and how his foot, he won the ball first. That is established, right? Then his foot hit off the ball and came into the play. So I don't see it as a dangerous play. I see it as a consequence, right, of the contact with the ball. So for me
the ball guide them into hitting the
redirect, yeah. So for you to judge that on a still frame as dangerous play and say there's a red card, I have a hard time accepting that. Right? I believe the referee was close enough for his initial view on the challenge, and the red card was sufficient. That is my opinion, guys.
You mean the yellow card was sufficient?
The yellow card was sufficient, sorry. Because you have to understand, when you make these kind of calls, you're throwing off the game. This game, it fell off after that first, you know.
I have a problem. So here's my thing, right? I have a problem with, and our manager talked about that in his presser today. That's how players don't know the policies because the policies are changing. And apparently they're open to so much different interpretations now that players themselves don't know. Because Casemiro now, who played 500 games before and never get a red card, get 2 red cards in 10 games.
Well, Chef, let me just stop here and let me get Ten Hag comment on that because you're spot on there. So let me just read Ten Hag comment about this particular thing that you mentioned and then you'll continue, right? This is what Ten Hag had to say about it. He said Casemiro played over 500 games in Europe and never once got a red card. Now he has 2 in the EPL. He said his absence is not the issue. We will deal with that. The game was influenced by the referee. Continue.
Yeah. I know I am not one, honestly. You all know me. I honestly don't bitch about referee decisions. What I want is consistency from referees as one. And secondly, that some of these rules just stupid. If I win a ball, you could give me a card if I tackle a man and I get his foot first. Fair enough, no arguments.
Yeah.
But if I win a ball and my trailing leg hit the man, how you want to give me a red card for that? That makes no sense. I don't care. Or you tell me, or listen and make them rules. And that makes sense to all you, Jeff? Because he won the ball clearly.
Because by that right, Garnacho, he should have got a card for Garnacho.
Exactly. Lion. Exactly.
He actually clipped the fella leg. He should have.
And he could have break the man ankle. He could have break the man ankle.
You want
He out.
Of course.
He out.
Of course it's yellow.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, because
exactly,
he
so
put in casts.
I agree with
Yeah.
that. If you're saying that is the follow through that was the offense, then Kyle Walker Peters should have been getting some marching orders
Of
as well,
course.
because he could have take out he almost break off Garnacho's ankle. Right?
Somebody said that how his studs was up. But, bro, when I hear that kind of thing, I just wonder if men ever play football in their life, you know. How you want me tackle? You want me point my foot down?
That
How you
guy's
just
like,
tackle?
No, it
You want me
Lion, where's
point
your
my
thoughts?
foot down into the ground and break my ankle?
Yeah. Lion, where's your thoughts on that red card and
no,
the
I
challenge?
don't think it was a red. If he got the man first, yeah, then surely Casemiro. He
Red.
went in with some force, yes, but he got the ball first. And as a result of getting the ball, he rolled on the ball, and then it sent him in the direction of the fella leg. So I don't think it's a red. But
No.
these referees and them interpreting things a lot different.
And interpreting it game by game, and that's the problem, because I think Chef mentioned
The
consistency
rules
because
change, it seems.
yeah.
It seems like all
the rules not changing in a
mid-season.
Lion. The rules not changing in a. You know what changing? Referees' interpretation and referees' view.
Yeah.
They view. So today they will watch it and they will say, well, hey, we're giving that. Tomorrow they will not give it. Because we saw it
because they
yesterday.
realize they're wrong, huh?
Yeah, because we look at the game, everybody would have see how this guy, Ricardo, went into to João Felix. Studs up. Not a yellow, not even a yellow.
I look
And
at
João Felix had to come
Fabinho.
off half time.
Fabinho tackling man from behind studs.
Exactly. Nothing.
And
The man even got
nothing, not even a
yellow.
card.
Nothing.
Right? Look, even today,
Nothing.
and I sent a little fellas the video. Dan Burn went in on Neves.
Yeah.
Studs up, contact, nothing.
Nothing.
Where's the consistency?
I think today Ten Hag reaches limit too, because it's too much now.
Yeah.
It
But
basically,
it's influencing certain things.
it's basically
ridiculous.
every game now.
It's ridiculous. It's ridiculous. And I think that level of inconsistency and interpreting it on the fly affecting people and affecting teams. Right?
Yeah.
Let me just get comments and then we'll get into the penalty shout. Right? Cave saying here, even if Wout had got it, he would have missed that chance. Y'all acting like y'all forgot. Here I'm saying, right? Give, let him miss. Right? Let me say Rashford pass the ball and let him miss. That's all I'm saying. Right? Chris on the inside, thanks for joining, man. He's saying them ref not giving us nothing since that City game. Yeah, after that thing, if here now. Kaden saying here, being in Rashford's boots, would you all pass towards seeing his recent misses? Good shout, and I think that what Cave was saying too. Cave saying here exactly, Chef Rashford on fire. So best he go for the shot than pass it to a man with an 8%.
That's why I'm not gonna kill him on it, because I understand when you're in that kind of form, you basically think anything you do will score. So I will comment on it, but I'm not gonna kill him off for that.
Yeah, I agree with that. Jody saying I ain't saying nothing about it because men done saying, nah, Jody, better than that. We value everybody's opinion, right? So come again, Jody. You don't know
Jody,
that
not
already.
because the man don't agree with what you're saying and he call you brainless. And sometimes we might think you're brainless, but we don't tell you. Up to you. That man, Jody, take that man.
Keep saying here, that's a red card by the law. Casemiro didn't have control
of
the tackle.
And this is what I'm saying.
Hence why he caught the player so high. However, I watched multiple games this season where these things were given as yellow or a verbal warning.
Exactly.
But he didn't even really catch the man, huh? Because that fella just fake
he didn't get the man. His momentum.
Yeah.
Kaden saying here yellow for the most.
That's a red card, man. That's hard for me to stop.
It was too harsh, man. It was too harsh. Kaden saying here yellow for the most. For me, penalty shout. It is a penalty. For me, corruption and agenda against us. I watch my full 100 agree with that.
And the thing about it, that thing I feel could start to get into Casemiro's brain now, to make him start to. I mean, he's a proper professional, and I'm almost sure it's not going to. But this probably is the first time in his career he going through something, but that he had to think twice about the tackling.
Yeah,
Really need
yeah.
new owners, but more money. The calls will come away.
Oh yeah, I'm making a little appeal, right? We have 15 people watching and we need 3 likes. You know, hit up the like button, share it up and thing, right? We appreciate it, guys.
Some people like.
Yeah. Natty on the inside, good night, man. Thanks for joining, buddy. He's saying the refereeing too inconsistent. That foul wasn't a red yesterday. Yeah, and the same thing we were saying in the Chelsea game, but it's a red today. Come on, man. Fully agreed with you, Natty. All right, JP saying here, 1, based on the other decisions made in the Prem over the weekend, I don't understand how Casemiro got red. There were way worse tackles in the Chelsea-Leicester game that didn't even get carded. Yeah. 2, the penalty was a penalty all day. Man was on his way down. He put his hand in the way to stop the ball. Ref run to review Casemiro. This is the next thing, Ollie. Look at how fast they run over by the monitor.
What? It's like, catch them.
And for the penalty, he didn't even go across to the monitor earlier.
And I don't get that.
VAR didn't even look at it.
I find anything in the box supposed to be an automatic review.
Right. And VAR didn't even bother to say, okay, let we call them over. No, let's say play on.
Yeah, play on. They called you, and this is the thing. This is why we had to. How we gonna not feel it have an agenda against us? Go by the monitor now. But because it's Casemiro, you're quick to run on by monitor. I guarantee, and Lion, I tell you this: if that was a Man United player that hands the ball in the box,
that was a penalty for sure.
A penalty.
Oh,
yeah.
Cave saying here that was a Stonewall penalty. Manchester United have been unfortunate with calls not favouring us. Don't matter the competition. Yeah. Even
we're not getting that.
Watch me going way back to the group game in the Europa League where Martinez get a penalty call against him. At some point, Ten Hag will trip in him and he will get fined. Kieran saying here they freeze framing Casemiro tackle in the VAR room. Taylor ain't even check for the hands. Nothing. Yeah, none of the penalty shouts today went to VAR. This is madness. It is.
And then he'll hear tomorrow an apology.
Yeah.
It should. Yeah. You're coming tomorrow to talk some dotishness.
Yeah.
Javid on the inside. Yeah. Thanks for joining, man. He saying today was a true test of the team. I feel disappointed but proud of my team today.
I'm not proud of nothing. I'm sorry. I'm not taking that. I understand what you're saying, Javid, but nah. Southampton is shit, yo. What are you telling me about proud? We supposed to beat Southampton going and coming. Proud what? Get me mad from that game. I can't myself. I was so vexed after that game, man.
Yeah, I was pretty annoyed. He's also saying here
Southampton, Jen. Every one season I watching Southampton and laughing. Southampton is food.
And as I say, is other things affected the result. Right? That's why I go lean to agree with Javed to an extent. Right? He's also saying here, key for me was no aggression, which still cannot show. Which are still right. And he's talking about the tackle here. A still shot cannot show the aggression behind it.
But this is the next thing. Thing. Ten Hag talk about everybody. There's no players. Referee no players. Players no players. And there's nobody could ever stand up and say Casemiro is a nasty player.
Yeah.
They will say he's aggressive at times. They will say he goes with his own, but he does not have ill intent. Yeah. But it's like these referees.
They're labeling them right now. Huh?
Yeah, they label. That's exactly what's going on. Exactly what's going on.
Because that's normal English media and the dotishness.
Yeah. Everson saying here, our 11 men on the pitch versus Southampton would have been an easy Man United. I agree with this. Because how we start the game, even though we were sloppy, even though it had some misplaced passes, I think 11 versus 11 and we was winning that game today.
10 versus 11 on Southampton. I should say, but then again, it wasn't 10 versus 11, like it was 10 versus 12.
Yeah, and then too, the 11th man that we lost was a very influential and key figure in the team.
Yeah.
You understand? So that make it, so it's like we were playing with 9 men. Right?
you know, it's a wonder how poor VAR is in EPL compared to the other leagues.
No, but when you think about it, is VAR really worth it?
I think it is, eh? I just think it's how it's been executed
But
and how it's been
there's
worked.
a
I
lot
think
of
In
VAR have a
England,
place. I
the
think
people
VAR is a good, yeah,
behind the scenes messing it up.
yeah. That's the problem. That's the
in
problem.
England, that is the problem.
But I think VAR is important. It's necessary. It's necessary,
I think it's a necessary part,
right?
but as you rightfully said, it's how it's being used.
Yeah. Simeon saying here, anytime Casemiro involved, VAR does sprint to the radio. Yeah, yeah. Ever
Yeah,
since people start calling him the best DM in the EPL, yeah, of course. How dare he come, right, and play for Manchester
A real
United and try to
fighter.
get way back to the top? How dare you do that?
The Glazers, I blame the Glazers, yes.
Yeah. Javed saying here that Walker Peters scissors was the worst. Yeah, but he win the ball, so it's all good. He win the ball. He could break
Yeah,
the man
win
foot
the
in the
ball
follow
and
through.
damage
It's
the
not
player.
issue. The follow through is only an issue when it's Man United players, right?
that and it's how when the players get these shit tackles though. Men getting injured and oh look at Ericsson.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
that man didn't even get sent off for that tackle.
Yeah.
Dog.
He ain't got a card for the tackle. It's only
He ain't
after
got a card.
he
Yeah.
got a card. When he tackled Casemiro, but that tackle was supposed to be a yellow card or something by VAR standards.
From
And
behind.
that man was walking normal after Ericsson had to get stretchered off.
Arun, if we challenge, if when you challenge a penalty call, if you win the challenge, right, then they will cut down the suspension. But if you lose the challenge,
Well, add
then
a
they
game.
add one more game on it.
We can't do that. We are Chelsea, I think, after that.
That's right.
But I mean, I guess they'll study it and see. But
I don't see them going and trying to challenge for that.
they're not gonna leave that.
But I really feel Man United have grounds, eh? Right? I feel Man United have grounds. One, and I could tell you secondly, the first time when Casemiro gets sent off and they asked Ten Hag if he's going to challenge it, forthwith he said no. This time, he didn't say no, eh? He said we would look at it and we will see. So
Yeah.
I believe it have grounds that Man United could actually challenge that.
Well, you'll know by in the morning because the other time was 2 days.
Well, I don't know.
Yeah, there's
Yeah,
there's
we should
either
know
one
something
a
by
day
tomorrow.
or two. Huh?
We should know by tomorrow. If
Yeah,
they
by
decide.
tomorrow we'll know.
Yeah, because
There's a time period.
right, because
Yeah.
after the Crystal Palace, Ten Hag did shut down any challenging or any appeals
Yeah.
one time. Today he didn't do that.
Yeah.
Right? So I think he and his team they'll go back with whoever personnel and they'll go review it and they'll consider the options. Because I've been honest with you earlier, we need Casemiro. Right? He is critical
Of
to that
course.
team. And if we have any hope of winning that appeal, I think we should, and I think we have sufficient grounds. Inconsistency. Right? Because you have to remember, it's not like them fellas and them when they're not playing, they don't watch football. They watching other games. They see what other players getting away with.
Yeah.
And they judging, well, this is acceptable. So then, all right, I could challenge. And now we're coming and give me a red card for today, and it wasn't a red card yesterday.
Yeah,
No,
but
man.
still, even if he was watching the other challenges, he didn't do it the same way.
And that's the
thing.
point. And that's the point. So even
And
more so, he have
yeah.
a case. He have a case.
Right.
Dion Sosa on the inside. Good night, man. Thanks for joining, buddy. He's saying when you apply the law, you must use common sense. If a player is committed to a tackle and gets the ball first, it's obvious his momentum will carry him into the player. No one has air brakes to stop the exactly, and there's the common
Thank you
sense
very
we're
much,
talking
Dion.
about.
And even with air brakes, what has happened? You're the skid.
Yeah. Yeah.
Common sense. My mother always
That's
say.
all I'm saying.
Well, I remember
You
my
have to
mother
have
always
some
used to
kind of
say,
common sense.
common sense make before book, you know?
Yes.
Or this,
Ah.
stop getting on. You know, we often talk about even police and them. And yes, we understand law. But yo, you have to use some kind of something about you too, man.
Yeah. Ethan Lynch on the inside. Good night, man. Thanks for joining, buddy.
Golden tree.
He's saying, I find the refereeing was bad today. Yeah, bad is an understatement. Right? Javed saying here that fall on Garnacho anywhere else on the pitches are yellow. Or if it was a Man United player, it'll be a red.
It's gonna be a red, yeah.
Against sent off.
Yeah, Ethan saying here very
Inconsistent.
yeah, correct. He also saying studs must show at times. Yeah, I don't know how that man's supposed to.
He's supposed to go down on the ground and slide on a chef say, damage your ankle.
Yeah.
But I want Dan. This talk, men that say
Please.
one stud show is red card. Come on with that talk now, man.
Yeah, I don't agree with that. I don't want to sound petty, but VAR scripting the EPL how they wanted to go. It could well and truly be that, you know. It could well and truly be that. Keep saying exactly. He went through Garnacho even though he got the ball. Now Garnacho in a medical boot. Exactly why. Exactly. And no punishment. The man guy yellow nothing, you know. The referee even talk to him and say, calm, nothing, you know. Everson saying here, bad is on understand. Yeah, full 100. Chris saying here, Nick Pope is our next one too. Yeah, always see it.
Nice.
Nick Pope and all.
Boy.
Yeah. Man,
He don't know how he gets enough.
We do.
I think he pulled down. He was running behind and he tripped up a Wolves player. Who was running toward goal. Yeah, and that's it. Nothing.
But it's how I tell you, if you see his face, he don't know how he gets enough.
Javed saying here, first time Ten Hag call out the ref. We've gotten bad decisions other games, but this one compounds the issues of a tired team, plenty games injuries. Them fellas have to get a ease up in training in the next few days. The game's coming thick and fast by Javed, boy.
I think Ten Hag get fed up on what's going on.
Yeah, Ten Hag get fed up.
If you bring back hard work, we getting penalties, we getting all calls, red cards against teams.
When we score, how do I running with me, you know, celebrating with me?
Good old hard boy.
When he take off that referee top, you see that man just saying
Hey, yeah, Jody, have a blessed night, man. Yeah.
Blessed.
Cave saying here, Manchester United fighting against Klopp's Man United get penalties. We don't. Yeah. Since
Yeah.
No, we get any penalties this season? I'm trying to think about it. Any at all?
I think maybe one or two.
Maybe one.
I can't remember. I know we get one against City in the when we played him the first time. That's when the full Marcel and he played in Egypt. Right.
Yeah, he had to come back to earn with some penalties, man.
Yeah, Kieran saying here, Andre Marina was the ref that sent off Casemiro in the Palace game and the ref in the Chelsea game yesterday and in the VAR room today. Corruption at its highest. We had to do something about that all year. That's right, man.
We had to sign a petition.
Yeah. Chris saying here, should each team get an automatic review like the NBA? Because them refs pick and choose what to review.
That's actually not a bad idea at all.
And I think they just do it in cricket too, eh?
But the game kind of long for that, right?
Nah, if it means closely right.
Listen, we gonna survive, you know, because we gonna survive like belong.
But then again, right? If the corrupt men up in the room, you don't think they go overturn the review even if we ask for it?
Of course, yeah.
True.
So good
show, Chris. But boy, you don't know, boy. You know who you're fighting against sometimes up inside that VAR room, yes? Ason saying here, Fabinho for Liverpool is a nasty player. Casemiro ain't like that.
I've been saying
he really is a nasty player.
Yeah. VAR is important due to the pace of the current game. The human element is failing. Alright. Cave saying here,
the human element is still VAR, you know?
Yeah, exactly. But I mean, they had the benefit of slow motion, but that's still frame thing killing me, right?
Right. I don't watch that slow motion anymore.
Yeah, Cave saying here, now this is the second or third time, but like today's, they've all been vague. He doesn't directly criticize them, and my conspiracy theory is they're trying to bait Ten Hag into saying something directly about them so they could finance suspend him. Yeah. Bro, we gotta run this Martial and Wout agenda. Jody ain't here, boy. Jody going just now, boy. Hard luck, Cave. I'm not sure y'all can watch.
Jody Vex.
Yeah, but I'm not sure y'all can watch a referee body language and how he carries about himself in a game. He is against you.
Marina from Liverpool.
I don't know them. He's not a monk. Right? It's something I swear however have a United tattoo on his chest. Or if not a United tattoo, a Fergie tattoo. Right?
Yeah. I feel it's
Um
a fully tattoo.
Yeah,
yeah,
something.
yeah. So fellas, um we talk about if we should appeal, and I believe we should. Right? Now Casemiro, we talk constantly about how critical and crucial that man is to the team and to how we just play with it. When he not there, all we just miss him. Right? And we have possibly 4 games, to set up without him.
Mark
Right?
Fred.
Nobody has proven a worthy successor, well not successor, but a worthy stand-in for the man, right? Since we kinda, get on what Casemiro's offer. But even Ten Hag, with the way how he just manages his team, he said the fact that Casemiro not there is not the problem. We'll work that out. Right? How our midfield will look, right, without Casemiro for all year.
That's a trick question.
Nah, it's not a trick question. I just want to know how your midfield will look without Casemiro. We see
You
Bruno
want
playing
the
in the
players?
8 today. Yeah.
Well, we
It's
see
gonna be
McTominay.
It's gonna be Mark Fred.
Probably McTominay, Bruno, Fred
Fred.
in the middle.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Didn't have nothing else. Unless you want to say we're gonna try somebody else, and I really can't see he gonna try maybe
Yeah, no sacrifice.
Alan
Nah.
or even
I find Martinez and all could play in
or
that game.
Martinez.
Yeah, nah, I think
For
Martinez is
Martinez in the
so ideal,
game, you
but
put Shaw as a left centre back, Malacia left back. And
Honestly though, as much as he is my favorite defender right now for Manchester, I would like to see Martinez play that defensive mid position.
yeah, because he has his skill set too.
He have the skill set. He have a nice pass. Dan, only see them some passes he picked today.
Yeah.
That man was just a run on to and score. It would be interesting to see him play the position. But then again, too, he aggressive bad. He might pick up a red card faster than Casemiro.
who, McTominay?
No,
Martinez.
Martinez, yeah. Martinez proper. And I think, watch me, let's see how that man handle that back line, boy. That man track Walcott to put pressure on Walcott. The man track who it was again, boy. Listen, it's at times I thought we was gonna get ball. Right, and I guess it's always to just see Martinez there coming back and tracking just to put pressure. Even if he catch them, they just know, right? The butcher coming now, boy. Right?
Yeah.
And if it means that they got a force shoot, and they here did so well in keeping a clean sheet today. But Martinez just always there, boy. And listen, we get through now. You see that player?
Side note to that, just not even side note, as we talk about Martinez. I had to say, I give Harry Maguire he props for being a proper professional, because it have players who can get pulling on the 80-something minutes and then kind of dying moments and will have an attitude and thing, and the man does come on and play. So for that, still find he's a shit out, but for that, I give him the props for. I watch him with that today, and I say, you know what, fella, well done on that.
Yeah, I mean, as club captain, you had to maintain, your cool, you can't play, train.
Yeah.
He achieved
Tell Ronaldo that, man.
Yeah, he achieved nothing. Well, you see, Ronaldo, it's just he feel he achieved everything, so he could do what he wants. Maguire ain't achieved nothing. You understand? So he had to eat humble pie and just be as professional as he could until such a time.
Yep.
All right. Ethan saying here, with that appeal, add the same EPL referees to decide if we'll get the decision overturned. I think it wouldn't, because it will look like they will have to admit they got it wrong. Them in doing that.
What is the percentage of them overturning decisions? Does it often happen?
But it don't always be the EPL referees.
No, that's what I'm now saying too. I don't think it is.
Yeah, it does have a next committee that is
It's it's an independent panel.
Yeah, so they are the ones that, and once they could prove that the call wasn't consistent, or it was a wrong call, or if it was by the letter of the law it was wrong, then that's the grounds they could use. So, I mean, I don't know. Javid saying here only Barca does pay refs. Webber's a true United fan. He didn't need to get paid. Scott put in a good shift today. I was asking about Kobe Mino.
Mino probably gonna come into the side too, yes.
Mino playing. I feel Mino will get some minutes Thursday, depending on how easy or hard we make that game. Right?
Yeah, sure.
It's saying here how long. Boy, Ten Hag just keep all them things close to his chest, boy. So we don't.
Ten Hag. It ain't like United have always. You just know everything, boy. Ten Hag back to the Fergie. Remember Fergie days, you never said nothing?
Nothing, yeah.
Until he said, but it's like that with Ten Hag.
Yeah, boy. So we just have to wait and see. JP saying here, I don't think we'll see Martinez in that position. Today was the perfect opportunity to put him in that position, and we didn't. The partnership with Varane in the back is too important to break. Yeah. Fair. I agree with that. He's saying here on Martinez getting a red faster than Casemiro. Yeah.
Martinez ultra aggressive.
Yeah. And he afraid to size you up neither.
No, man, he afraid to, and I feel that's where he might get the card for. He sizing it. He hitting your tackle and standing up and watch him.
Yeah. Javid saying here Martinez in mid will give him more freedom to be aggressive, fully unleashed, because it's not last-ditch tackles.
You feel so?
You also say Ason saying here one had a good game today. He was there.
Our defense for the most part was alright.
Came saying here Ten Hag played Fred and Sabitzer in midfield last time. Casemiro was out for those 3 games. McT was injured though. This time Sabitzer injured to be McFred. Oh God.
Yes, I don't done. From the time I see that, I don't tell myself, oh God, back to McFred.
Because I'm saying here a Ralph Ragnick special 4-2-2. Alright, McFred, Sabitzer and Bruno in midfield. Oh God, that was so
out. Sabitzer injured.
Yeah, that was so. Here now. So guys, as we go and look to wrap it, right? I have a little teaser question for you, right? A little teaser question. So I want to get some of your thoughts in the comments. So Chef, hear this, right?
Let me hear.
If Manchester United, wait, before that, so guys, that was it for the match reaction, right? I mean, points dropped, referee affected the game. Let me hope the fellas could bounce back. I mean, we've seen them reacting in Europe, but I don't think we have any more EPL games to play until after the international break.
No.
All right, so
Amen.
We hope that we're still able to get a reaction on Thursday, and even when we come back to play Fulham without Casemiro, that we could progress to the next round in the FA Cup. All right, and let's continue to make those who don't like we and let me make them better now. Right, we'll continue to progress. All right, so if Man United, right, had to sell a player for 100 million, and they could only protect 2 from being sold. There's in the current squad, right? If you had to sell a player for 100 million, and they could only protect 2 players from being sold, who's the 2 you're protecting?
Rashford. Rashford and De Gea.
Rashford and De Gea. Why?
Yeah. Best keeper in the world, most informed forward in the world, and not to mention the man age. He could be me forward. He could be in me forward line for about 10 more years now. Let me keep Rashford there. And he finally looked like he finally looked like he catching himself. So that is that. With De Gea, that we can complain about De Gea, But big to big, it ain't how much better than the here in this world right now. That's why when men say we selling him. All right, but who you going to replace him with? So that's just me.
If it's me, I take it. You see Martinez, boy. Martinez revolutionized my mind on defenders.
But you
Right.
think he worked out? I know here what I told about Martinez, but I think about players that actually worth 100 million.
Nah, even though he may not, I think at the end of the season, right, Martinez might be worth 100 million. All right.
And the man is a proper defender.
Yeah. So you see Martinez, he can save from any kind of sale. They could take who you're leaving that man. Don't touch that. Right? Don't touch that.
Fair enough. No
Right?
arguments.
And I agree with your thoughts on Rashford. I agree with Rashford. Rashford having a real good season, and a torn between Rashford and Casemiro. Right? Because I still feel with the options that we have on top, we might be able to get by. But you see, Casemiro, if Casemiro not there, boy.
Well, you know what? I did not take Casemiro out of it, because I find it's a give up. Well, then if you're telling me I could choose Casemiro, then I choose it. But boy, it's Casemiro and Rashford. It had no 2 ways for that.
So Fireball for the here, all our praise again.
Then Fireball for everybody else. We go replace them. Casemiro. That Casemiro is irreplaceable.
Yeah, nah.
Casemiro is we Beyonce right now, yes? To the left, yes.
Nah, that was same for me. It was all Martinez was a given for me, but I sit down and I study in Rashford or Casemiro, where Rashford or Casemiro, and I was like, nah, Casemiro.
We gotta take Casemiro out of that, man, because then there ain't a Manchester United person on this planet who don't know what that man do for us this season and what he changed. God, boy, his years is. Let me be real. When was the last time we had a proper defensive mid?
I'm telling you. And this is why, Chef. That's why Casemiro untouchable.
Yeah. Casemiro untouchable.
Right. Let me see the comments saying here who we protecting. Let me see. Ason saying here Rashford and Martinez. All right. I'm saying front and back. All right. Chris saying Rashi and Martinez. So far the consensus is Rashford and Martinez.
Let me hear what's up.
Javed saying here Rashford and Casemiro.
Yeah.
All right. Cave saying protecting Martinez and Rashford. Martinez brings so much to the defensive unit, and Rashford is for obvious reasons the star boy.
Yeah.
That Rashford Casemiro thing was a toss up for me, right? JP saying Rashford and Casemiro. Rashi is in the form of his life, and Casemiro because the man properly breathed new life into this team. Yeah, well said.
Yeah.
Well said. Eric Lewis saying Rashford and Martinez not for sale. All right. Curtin saying here Shaq's Kobe Mino instead. What? Oh, you mean in the midfield three?
In the midfield.
Right. McFred, Mino, and Bruno. All right. He's saying here we look so different when Casemiro not in the team. Yeah. I'm telling you.
Yeah.
Cave saying here facts on Casemiro, but I'm sticking by my Rashford and Martinez, both 25 for the future. So that's a good consideration as well, them fellas and them.
Of course it is. Of course.
Ethan saying here Casemiro does the job of both McFred. I'm telling you, this hard and all you. It's hard.
It's hard.
Curtin saying Rashford and Martinez. Yeah. So but at least we know the three names that. So if you had
we have a general consensus with the three names.
So if you had a Fawcett, we the three players that untouchable in the squad right now is Martinez,
Casemiro,
Casemiro, and
Martin. Yeah.
So at least we get to know who the fans feel are the untouchables in the team, and I fully agree. Right?
Yeah.
So Chef, let me get some closing thoughts now.
All right. Still trying to be positive, We have improved and come such a long way. I don't want to believe we're slipping back into no bad habits. I want to just chalk it down to men little burnout. And I'm honestly looking forward to this little 2 weeks break that men can rejuvenate, even though it might have a couple men international games, but still. away from the harshness of EPL. So yeah, let me next game is that's the Spanish team. Let me go there, put them to the sword, put that to bed onto the next round, and then deal with Fulham.
Yeah,
So
yeah,
yeah,
because
there we go.
the next two games is progression games that are next round. And I mean,
Yeah,
although we already have we practically into the next round in the Europa League. You still don't want
yeah,
to take nothing for granted because football is a real funny game. Football is
yeah,
a very funny game. We've seen bigger bigger leads overturned, in Europe and football in
yeah.
general. So you don't want to
I,
take. Go ahead.
let me just add something as quick side note. Um, in terms of the midfield, we will have to play with. It will definitely more than likely it's going to be McFred just because that is what we have. But I
For
want to
Fulham,
see
right?
Meno
For
in the side
Fulham.
and getting consideration with game time too.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. You're talking about for Fulham there, right, Chef?
Yeah,
Yeah, yeah, yeah. So, for the game against Betis, we ain't taking nothing for granted. I don't even want to lose 1-0. You understand?
I
Let
don't
me
want
try
to
to,
lose.
yeah, I mean, we have to pick ourselves back up. We need some confidence, and Betis is the team to build more confidence on,
I
going into
honestly
that
think
Fulham game.
I honestly think McFred will look good against Betis. You know?
But, I mean, considering Casemiro ain't gonna be
Oh yeah,
around for
Casemiro
thing.
will be there for that one though.
Yeah, so he could play against
Okay,
Betis now.
okay,
So,
right. I forget that.
I say let him play midweek, and well, he
All
get to
right,
watch football next weekend.
at
You
least a
know,
month.
yeah, boy. So I think Betis is again they got to be one to hold some
Yeah,
smoke
some
for us
pepper.
trying to because we trying to build back confidence and get ourselves ready and for Fulham, right? Again, we ain't taking nothing for granted. Let me go across there and let me do what we gotta do, get business
Yep,
done, wrap it up, come back home, and progress to the next stage of the FA Cup. Because much
yep.
as I mean, I might consider now looking at the gap that we behind City and Arsenal, I think just securing top three, third spot should be priority in the league now,
That's
right?
priority right now.
Yeah, but I also think, I mean, and this is not me being reckless. I'm looking at where we are in the competitions and the teams are there. I think we have a very very good chance to win the Europa League and push for
FA.
the FA Cup because City
Agreed.
is the only next real recognized contender
In the FA
in the
Cup.
FA Cup,
Yeah,
and let me see how that goes because I mean
yeah.
I think from the next round is Wembley and is a two-leg player for something or just a
Yeah, it's
one off
Wembley.
game.
That's correct.
So who knows what can happen over two games, right?
Yeah.
So yeah,
Agreed.
um, yeah. Cave saying here, Bruno Guimaraes from Newcastle gave me confidence. You can find a quality stadium in the market, not as good, but good enough. Casemiro is the top two stadiums, and he ain't two. Or he's the third. Yeah, well, of course, and we're glad to have
Yeah.
number one, eh?
And here's the thing about that Bruno though. And this is the next part with having Casemiro. That Casemiro don't get injured soon.
Yeah. And this Bruno again, just tonight, I just see he rolling his ankle, all kind of thing, and coming back next game.
Uh,
Now
uh,
he proper in mind getting he from Newcastle. If only they didn't have them owners.
nah, Newcastle is selling nobody.
Nah, they're not
Newcastle
selling nobody.
buy.
They don't need to sell. Yeah. Ethan Lynch also including the hair with a push.
Yeah, yeah.
I think Chef make a good point for the hair before he realized he leave out Casemiro.
I leave out the real player.
um, Ethan Lynch saying the EPL real better. Yeah, boy.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it
for
is.
real. Keep saying here Martial to make the bench Thursday and get injured. Okay, now.
Hey, this game is one fool. Hey, Kim, you want the man sign off the show just so I didn't say nothing about.
But leave Marcel alone now, boy. Leave the man alone now, boy.
I
The man
hope
taking
I hope
haircuts.
to see Marcel on the pitch.
Yeah, I think
Another
he'll be ready
15
for.
minutes.
I think he'll be ready for Tuesday. Ten Hag just wanted to be real careful. Ten Hag say he ain't playing no games with Martial. You understand? We need this man back. It's only so long he could watch our 12-man miss hitters, right? JP saying here we're looking good for top 4 finish. So these results we shouldn't be too down about. Yeah. Let's push for the next 2 trophies and end the season with 3 trophies. I say so.
Yeah.
And with 3rd place trophy too, JP. Right? Cave saying, yeah, we can in Liverpool celebrating the beat Man United trophy. Right?
True.
Cave saying here the focus should be finishing the season with positive momentum and evolving more to what Ten Hag wants. Facts.
Yep.
Facts.
And attracting the players.
Yeah. Simeon saying here Palestri with 2 promising appearances. Yeah, he looked good. And
Boy, I love them substitutions today.
Yeah, and
he put the 2 wingers and 10 on the 2 young fellas.
Yeah, Palestri gonna see more minutes Thursday. Trust.
Yeah.
Right? He ain't gonna start. But he'll see more minutes come Thursday.
Yeah,
anyway,
Palestri going nowhere, no. Keep Palestri.
Nah, they're keeping him for sure.
Yeah.
Anyway, so Chef, it was nice. Thanks for joining. Lion.
Yeah, brother.
I know Lion had to jump out earlier. For all those in the comments, appreciate it. Thanks for the likes, thanks for the shares. Don't forget we also on YouTube. So if you didn't know, you can go across on that platform and subscribe. Alright, so guys, we'll see you again on Thursday. In what we hope is another mauling, right, of those Betis.
Yes, sir.
Alright, so have a good night, everybody, and see you on the next one.
Blessings.